Here is a beginner-level Cybersecurity Manager quiz that covers threat intelligence and monitoring, vulnerability management and penetration testing, and business continuity and disaster recovery. Let's go! Question 1. What is the primary goal of threat intelligence in cybersecurity? A. To track employee internet usage. B. To identify and analyze cyber threats before they impact an organization. C. To monitor firewall performance. And D. To remove malware from infected devices. Answer: to identify and analyze cyber threats before they impact an organization. Question 2. What is a common source of threat intelligence? A. Threat intelligence feeds and reports. B. Social media trends. C. Personal email accounts. And D. Offline spreadsheets. Answer: threat intelligence feeds and reports. Question 3. Which type of cyber threat involves gathering information about a system for future attacks? A. Phishing. B. Ransomware. C. Reconnaissance. And D. DDoS attack. Answer: reconnaissance. Question 4. What is the function of a Security Information and Event Management (SIEM) system? A. To monitor and analyze security events in real time. B. To block all incoming traffic. C. To encrypt company data. And D. To store passwords securely. Answer: to monitor and analyze security events in real time. Question 5. What is an example of an indicator of compromise (IoC)? A. A normal user login event. B. A sudden spike in outgoing network traffic. C. A password change request from an IT administrator. And D. An antivirus update. Answer: a sudden spike in outgoing network traffic. Question 6. What is the primary goal of vulnerability management? A. To create new cybersecurity threats. B. To monitor network speed. C. To identify and remediate security weaknesses before they are exploited. And D. To train employees in ethical hacking. Answer: to identify and remediate security weaknesses before they are exploited. Question 7. Which of the following is an example of a vulnerability scan? A. Sending phishing emails to employees. B. Manually reviewing employee internet activity. C. Installing antivirus software. And D. Using automated tools to identify security weaknesses. Answer: using automated tools to identify security weaknesses. Question 8. What is penetration testing used for? A. To simulate cyber attacks and assess security defenses. B. To slow down system performance. C. To replace antivirus software. And D. To encrypt company files. Answer: to simulate cyber attacks and assess security defenses. Question 9. What is the difference between vulnerability scanning and penetration testing? A. Penetration testing replaces vulnerability scanning. B. Vulnerability scanning finds security flaws, while penetration testing exploits them to assess risk. C. Vulnerability scanning removes malware from a system. And D. There is no difference between them. Answer: vulnerability scanning finds security flaws, while penetration testing exploits them to assess risk. Question 10. Which security standard provides guidelines for penetration testing? A. PCI DSS, B. ISO 9001, C. OWASP Top 10, and D. HIPAA. Answer: OWASP Top 10. Congratulations on completing 10 questions. Let's move ahead. Question 11. What is the purpose of a business continuity plan, BCP? A. To eliminate the need for backups. B. To prevent cyber attacks from occurring. C. To increase software performance. And D. To ensure critical business functions continue during and after a disaster. Answer: to ensure critical business functions continue during and after a disaster. Question 12. What is a key component of a disaster recovery plan? A. Having a strong social media presence. B. Implementing regular data backups. C. Increasing the internet speed. And D. Disabling security software. Answer: implementing regular data backups. Question 13. Which backup method involves storing a full copy of all data at a separate location? A. Incremental backup. B. Differential backup. C. Full backup. And D. Selective backup. Answer: full backup. Question 14. What is the purpose of a recovery time objective, RTO, in BCDR planning? A. To define the acceptable time for restoring business operations after an incident. B. To determine the financial budget for IT security. C. To test employees' knowledge of cybersecurity. And D. To measure the effectiveness of a firewall. Answer: to define the acceptable time for restoring business operations after an incident. Question 15. What is a hot site in disaster recovery planning? A. A location where security awareness training is conducted. B. A system used for penetration testing. C. A website for monitoring cybersecurity threats. And D. A secure data center that can quickly take over operations during a failure. Answer: a secure data center that can quickly take over operations during a failure. Question 16. What is the best way to protect an organization from ransomware attacks? A. Ignoring email attachments from unknown senders. B. Regularly backing up important data and keeping security patches updated. C. Only using personal devices for work-related tasks. And D. Allowing all users full access to critical data. Answer: regularly backing up important data and keeping security patches updated. Question 17. What does the principle of defense in depth refer to? A. Relying on a single security measure to protect the organization. B. Encrypting only sensitive data. C. Implementing multiple layers of security controls to mitigate cyber threats. And D. Restricting network access to IT staff only. Answer: implementing multiple layers of security controls to mitigate cyber threats. Question 18. Why is it important to conduct regular cybersecurity training for employees? A. To ensure compliance with cybersecurity policies and reduce security risks. B. To increase company spending on IT infrastructure. C. To track employees' personal internet usage. And D. To allow employees to bypass security measures. Answer: to ensure compliance with cybersecurity policies and reduce security risks. Question 19. What is a common method used by attackers to gain unauthorized access to systems? A. Using a VPN. B. Social engineering and phishing attacks. C. Running frequent system updates. And D. Encrypting all emails. Answer: social engineering and phishing attacks. Question 20. Why is it important to have an incident response plan? A. To prevent all cyber attacks from occurring. B. To eliminate the need for security software. C. To reduce company expenses on cybersecurity. And D. To help organizations respond effectively to cyber incidents and minimize damage. Answer: to help organizations respond effectively to cyber incidents and minimize damage. How many did you get right? Comment below and subscribe for more.